Hello everyone and welcome back to TritonTv. So, I've been wanting to upgrade microphones for a while. I've been just using I guess you'd call it an omnidirectional mic on the actual camera without any wireless stuff. And I don't have that on the camera right now, so this would be a really interesting comparison to hear the difference in the sound. So, without further ado, let's open this bad boy here, see what's in it, see how the sound sounds, and I'll try to use this on all my videos from now on. Any of my videos next to my computer, you can hear the computer fans. So, let's take a look at what's inside the box here. Alright, I got it open. Let's pull everything out. Looks like we got some cables, audio jack, and some USB-C cables, which I hope that doesn't mess me up, because I didn't double check if there was different packages and whatnot. So, let's see. So yeah, this is the pack. Let's see if you can see that. It's got I guess one receiver and two transmitters, three little windsock thingamajiggers, and some silicone gel. Not supposed to eat that, I guess. Let's see. Let's pull these guys off of here. See what they look like. Nice. This is cool because if I do like little podcast episodes, we can use these. They have these little clips on the back, if you can see that. And yeah, it looks like they all have a little peely tabby. Okay. And then there's this little mic, or this little carry pouch. Looks like it barely fits everything. So I'm going to figure out how to turn these on and see if we can get them hooked up to the camera and listen to the difference in sound quality. Okay, it's actually the next day. This is with the microphones on. They're both on the table now. I have both of them connected. Maybe I'll take a video with my phone of what it looks like. It's really cool. I have a cage on my camera. I guess it's called Small Rig. I'll post links to that just in case for some reason anybody has this camera still. But yeah, they're both linked. You can see when I talk into this one, this is the channel 1. And you can see when I talk into this one, this is channel 2. I am playing with the sound levels right now. I think the gain on the Rode mic is set to -3 decibels, and the output on the camera is set really low. So I watched a video where this makes sense, I've heard this from audio people before. You want your, how do you say it, your input, how do you explain it? So when you're listening to music, like let's say you have your phone connected to your Bluetooth in your car. You want the volume all the way up on your phone, and then you fine tune the volume you actually hear in your car, because you want the thing inputting the volume to your system very, very high, and then what you're outputting as low as possible. I think that makes sense. So I'm going to play around with these numbers. Let's see how this sounds. Check, check, 1, 2. Let's see how this sounds. I'm going to walk away and leave those right there. I'm going to walk about 5 to 10 feet. See how that sounds. See if you can hear the difference between walking from side to side, probably. So yeah, it looks like they got set up. Now I did have an issue, and the issue that I had was these wouldn't charge, and I'm actually going to make a short video about that. Apparently it's a very common thing. These were on an older version of the firmware. It was like 2.0.5, and the latest is 2.5.0. And they wouldn't charge. It was really weird. Like the receiver would charge, but the transmitter wasn't charging. And there's like a whole procedure you have to do where you unplug everything, you go to the Rode Central app, and then you turn on the factory reset mode, and then the next device you plug in, it'll allow you to reset it. And you can only do one at a time. It's like a really weird procedure. So anyway, we got microphones working, and I had to change settings on my camera to a setting I've never used before. I know it sounds stupid, but I had to change to the movie menu that I've never been in before. Apparently I've been recording videos wrong, but that was the only way I could get to the volume setting. So I'm going to mess with the volume setting. This is with -3 decibels on the receiver there, and very minimal. So let's change this right here. Let's go, there's 0 decibels there. And then we're going to go all the way to -30. And then this is -27, -24, -21, -19, I think is what it says, 18, -15, -12, -9, -6, -3, and back to 0. So I'm going to listen back to that and see how this sounds, because I'm still tweaking with the camera. But this is cool. I don't know why I haven't gotten these before, because this would be really convenient for doing podcast style episodes and even just recording in general. So I'm going to stop the camera now, listen to this, maybe make a few tweaks, and then record something. So this is cool. It's fun to always have new gear. So yeah. All right, so now I only have one mic on. We're at -3 decibels on the receiver. That seems to be the sweet spot with the volume that I set on the camera. And then in the camera menu, the volume's set to 3 out of 30. So the volume's set really low on the camera, the volume's set really high on the receiver. And I just listened to it back, and it's crazy. Like when you put -30, you can barely hear it. But I can see how that would be. You could play with those numbers. I don't know if you can do them individually. I can't remember if you can. I've watched a few videos on this, but either way, I can see how, like, if you have 2 people and one's way louder than the other, you can kind of tweak with the numbers there. But the sound sounds great. You don't really have to have it that close. I think this is probably a good spot here. Yeah, the sound sounds great. So let's try and go into, I think it's called mono mode. We're in stereo mode right now. I need to put this down and then hold these 2 buttons here. And it looks like, I don't know if it's gonna do it actually. Let's see, maybe it'll do it now. Check, 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 check. I don't think it's doing what I want it to do. Oh, okay, I see. So this is the mono mode. Yeah, and I can see it on the screen on the video, the audio levels on the screen. They're both peaking at the same. So this is mono mode. And then it's a very subtle difference the way, so right now it's only showing 1 bar, but there's no number. And then if I hold this, now there's a number 1, but since I only have 1 mic, it's just recording on the left side, I believe. So I guess it'll be this side when you're, it's so confusing. This side, yeah, is probably where you'll hear that from. And I think the way you want it is you want it in the combined mode, or I can't remember what it's called. It's called mono or something. But yeah, so now it'll be coming through both ears. But yeah, overall, I really like the setup. It seems pretty simple once you get the firmware figured out. And I did a full charge. Like I let the receiver charge overnight, and then I was playing video games and messing around on my computer earlier today. And I let one of them charge. The second one wasn't charging properly at first. And then I don't remember what I had to do. Maybe I think I did the firmware thing twice on that one. And then it finally started charging again. So it's kind of frustrating. But yeah, now I got new gear, new mics. I think they're worth the price, especially if these last for at least 2 or 3 years, maybe 5 years. Definitely worth the price. They're like $250 or so for the dual mic setup. And they came in those little wind socks. I want to do some videos. It's getting a little late now, but I also have a camera stabilizer that I'm going to probably film right after this, unboxing that. So now I have good audio, and hopefully this will help reduce the background noise of the fans on my computer, because it's really annoying to me, and so I've had a few people point it out. And yeah, I definitely want to get rid of annoying background noise. So let's try and clip it. We're going to clip it underneath the shirt and see how this sounds. I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. And also, if you notice, this scene's a little lighter. I had to play with the aperture and the ISO. And it makes sense because the sweet spot that I found was actually double the shutter speed than the frame rate, which I've heard is like the golden rule for video. And right now my f-stop is at as low as possible, and my ISO I believe is 2000. I can't see it, but it's somewhere. But yeah, hopefully it looks good. Still learning my gear. Feeling a little bit more motivated to create videos. This year's been really crazy for me. So anyway, that's kind of my initial review of this, and hopefully it improves the audio on my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content. Let me know what you think. Maybe you bought this equipment, you had the same not charging thing. I'll post a Reddit link to what kind of unlocked the key for me to figure this out. So definitely maybe will help somebody else. So yeah, thumbs up for wireless microphones. See ya.